Hello everyone. Today I'll be discussing with you this question paper that was written for Computerized Financial Systems N6 that was written in 26 May 2022 as a revision as we are preparing for the exams. My focus today will be on question 1, which is Pastel Partner. We'll be learning how to create a company from Pastel. We'll be learning how to create an account from Pastel program, how to use report writer to create new report from scratch. As well, we'll be learning how to use Pastel to create budgets. So if you want to follow what I'll be doing today, make sure that you get hold of this question paper. This was written in 26 May 2022. So I'm going to open my Pastel program here. And then the company that you are supposed to create, according to the question paper, it said you are required to create a set of account on Pastel Partner program called DUMA. So the name of the company will be DUMA. So in order to create a company, we go to File, New, and then under company name, we are going to type DUMA. And then we have 4 options we can choose from to create our company. But for N5 and N6, we focus on Start New Company. So we are going to use Start New Company. When you use Start New Company, it means you are creating your company from scratch. So everything to make this company fully functioning, you will be the one creating all the parameters in order to work on this company. So after you've done that, you're going to click on Create. You will see that it's going to require you to put in your password so that not anyone can just open your company, but only the people with the password can open this company. So my password will be just a simple password, which is 123. My password will be 123, and then I'll confirm my password is 123. I can change my username to student. And then it will also requires me to put the email address. So, but for now, I'm not going to put an email address. I want to see what will happen if I don't put the email address here. So it will also need me to have a security question and a security answer. This is done so that when I forget my password, Pastel can remind me by answering the security question. So I'm going to use a simple security question. I'll just use pet, that will be the question, and then my answer would be cat. So if I forget my password, when Pastel give me the security question that says pet, then I will have to give an answer that says cat, and then it will be able to give me the password. So remember, I didn't put in my email address. So let's see what happens if I click on OK. If I click on OK, it says no email address have been completed for this user profile. The email address is compulsory. So it means I cannot be able to exit the screen without having to put my email address. So they say it's important to facilitate the use of the password retrieval functionality. Please enter the valid unique email address. So I'm going to click on OK, and then I'm going to put my email address there. Okay, so let's see what happened now. I've put my email address, then I click on OK. Voila. I can see that now it allows me to exit the screen. So what have we done? We've just created a box called DUMA. Remember, this is a new company, and the way that we've created it, we need to create all the parameters for it to be fully functioning. There are no customers, there are no suppliers, there is no inventory, there are no general ledger accounts. So everything we have to create it from scratch. So once you've created your company, in the question paper, they will say that your name must appear or your examination number must appear. So we must go to now, setup, company parameters, and then we can put our password 123 and press enter. Then under name, click, put your cursor in there, and then on your keyboard, press Ctrl-Shift-T without releasing. So it's gonna activate this box where you can now put your examination number. So my examination number will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in the exam, it will be your ID number. Then I click on OK. So once I've put in my ID number, I'll try to exit this screen by clicking OK. And then another question comes. It says we have to specify a valid entry type for multi-currency. Don't worry about this. Just click on OK. Then go to the multi-currency tab and then deactivate use multi-currency or untick use multi-currency. So once you have done this, you'll be able to exit. When you click OK, you'll be able to exit your screen. So we have created a company. We've put in our examination number. Now it's time to complete our setup or company setup parameters. So the next thing that we need to set up according to the question paper are the report writer categories. So you go to setup, report writer categories, then you'll be given a list of the report writer categories that you must create. So I see that I've got 1 up to 7 categories that I need to create there. So what you do, you start typing the list that you are given. Okay, sales, cost of sales, incomes, expenses, capital, fixed assets, current assets. So those are my categories that I'm supposed to create. So it means each and every account that I create, I will have to link it with the report writer categories. Okay, like in accounting, accounts they fall under certain categories. So these are the categories that you have to link your account with for your financial reports that you want to create from scratch. And then you click on OK. Then the next thing is to create your journals. Your journals are called entry type. So you go to setup, entry type. The entry type, remember, are journals. As you can see at the moment, there's no journal that has been created. So according to this question paper, we need to create a general journal. So I'm going to type there, general journal. And they indicate that it must be a D. Okay, so this is the only general journal that you have to create according to this question paper. Let's say in the exam, they will also want you to create a CRJ and a CPJ. If that's the case, do not create a CRJ and a CPJ on this screen here. You'll just create your CRJ and a CPJ by creating a bank account. Because when you create a bank account, it will ask you whether you want to create a cash book. So if they wanted you to create a CRJ and a CPJ, create a bank account. Then when you save your bank account, it will ask you whether you want to create a cash book. Then you must say yes. Automatically, your bank account will be created. Your CRJ and the CPJ will be created. So for now, we are going to create only the general journal here. Then you click on OK. And then the next thing that we need to create is the financial period. How do you do that? You go to setup, period. This is a very sensitive screen. You must know where you're supposed to click when you get in here. So in the question paper, they will give you the period 12 of last year as well as the period 1 of this year. So when you get to this screen, you must always start with last year's period. And then when you're in the last year's period, don't touch anywhere. Click on the beginning of period 12 and then read on the question paper what is the first is the date of the beginning of period 12 of last year. In this case, it was the 1st of February 21. You just type that date there. Once you finish typing it, please press tab on your keyboard so that you tell the computer that you are now changing the date. Do not take a mouse. Press tab to tell the computer that you are changing the date. Then it will move to the end of period 12. Then you must also check the date again. In this case, it's 28/02/21. Again, press tab to tell the computer that you are changing the date. Remember, you started with last year. Then after you are done with last year, you come to this year's date or this year's period. This year's period in the question paper, they will also give you period 1. So they will give you the beginning of period 1 as well as the end of period 1. So put your cursor at the start date of period 1, and then you are going to put there 01 March 21. Then again, you must press tab. Then it will end on the 31st of March 21. Again, you must press tab. Once you have done that, remember, we need to know, we have the dates or the months, all the months until the end of the current year. But you don't have to put all these dates here. So there's a feature here which is called auto create. So just activate use end date, then click on create. You will see that automatically all the months will be created for you without you typing each and every part of those months that's supposed to be created there. So after you have done that, you can just click on OK. So if you have done everything correctly on the screen, you will see that you will be able to exit the screen without a problem. But if you have made a problem or you have made a mistake on the screen, you will see that you will not be able to exit the screen. It will tell you that your dates are not consecutive. So you need to rectify. Click on OK. You will see that you are able to exit the screen. Now we are still busy with the setup. You go to setup of text. So you go to setup, text, and then under text we go to general settings. And then under general settings, what happens? They say we must not use text. Okay, so say do not use text. So it means we need to check on the arrow that is pointing down there. And then we must select do not use text. Okay, then you click on OK. It will give you this information to say changing the text system, it will significantly affect your system. Don't worry about this. Just click on OK, and then you'll be able to exit. So from there, it says do not set up anything else under the setup menu. And then it says, please note that no marks will be awarded for any printout without your examination number. So this is how then you will create your company on Pastel. So I will do a second video where now I'll be showing you how then to create the accounts that you are going to be using on this company.